everybody, get up and do your thing. My age is showing, right? Because that is an old song. It's an old song. It's an oldie but a goodie.
Right there with you.
It's an oldie but a goodie.
And you're good to go.
And we are ready. We need one of those clapper things. All right. Everybody. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Mana mana dee 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 dee. Hello, my crafty friends, and welcome to Tuesday Live. Let me think. What am I going to talk about for the first couple of minutes today? Well, we're waiting for everybody to pop on.
It's November.
It's November. Happy November, everybody.
Where did the year go?
Where did the year go? It went zooming
Like
by.
that to me.
Let's see. What have I been doing? I did my November planner and my December planner pages yesterday. Ooh, very fancy. For those of you who are planner junkies, that was my craft project of the day. Park went and roamed off by himself, so he was out looking for burrows and such. What else is new and exciting?
I never think you'd be saying those things. My husband's off looking for burrows.
He's off looking for burrows. The burrow thing, no. He has always been a wanderer, though. What else? He does come in here and lay claim to things for the camper every once in a while. Like I showed him something the other day. I don't remember what it was. And he goes, oh, I need that in the camper. And I was like, no, you can't have it. Like it's a prototype for something new. For something new. You guys have seen what's coming new because you are on it here on Tuesday Live. How are we doing for eyeballs, Susie? Should I get serious now?
Yeah.
All right, time to get serious. Welcome everybody to Tuesday Live, my Tuesday tribe. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Boy, after such a couple of busy weeks, I think we're going to have kind of a quiet Tuesday Live today. Not a lot of questions posted up on the internet, but for those of you who are joining live, remember you can ask a question. If you put a bunch of question marks first and then ask your question, it makes it easier for Leanne and Susie. I am so not on it today. I haven't even logged into Leanne. Yikes. I haven't heard from Leanne because I haven't turned Leanne on in my, what? That's weird. That was weird. Okay, here she is. She's there. I hear you and I see you. Hi, Leanne. But if you type in a bunch of question marks, and then it'll be easier for Susie and Leanne to see if you have a question. I'm going to start with a couple of announcements. And the first one is relating back to the busy couple of weeks that we've had, that of course, during the birthday week or 2-week birthday celebration, the website has been really, really crazy busy. So normally things get shipped out pretty quickly. I just want to give you guys kind of a heads up to, expect a little bit of a delay getting these orders shipped out, especially if you ordered later in the week. So hopefully you'll be hearing something sooner than later. You can always email customer service at Crafters Companion and ask them for an update, but do know it's going to take a couple of days longer than it normally would because of the sale that was going on. For those of you who are already part of the Shop and Show audience, the Shop and Show on November 19th will feature some totally Tiffany products presented by Be Creative. So super fun. If you're unfamiliar with Shop and Show, it's Shop and Show. I sent Leanne a link so she can post up a link, but it's really a great program. It's hosted by Paper Wizard. Tons of different vendors participate, different manufacturers participate in them. I think they're only once a month. But you buy a monthly box, you get lots of goodies in the box. It's a high value box, and they talk about on the show. I'm going to have some products on the Shop and Show November 19th. They'll be, like I said, presented by Karen at Be Creative. So definitely put that on your calendar. If you're unfamiliar, follow the link or go to follow Paper Wizard or Shop and Show on Facebook so that you know when that's coming up. I was asked about, on Friday, I did kind of an impromptu live talking about a little bonus coupon that I got in my email. I wanted to share with all of you. And then I also talked about the Fayleen bag, which is being released on Sunday, the 6th, November 6th. Yes, next Sunday, or this coming Sunday, on the Stamps of Life. And so you don't want to miss out on that. If you joined me, if you joined me on Stephanie's show last Tuesday night, we talked about, was it Tuesday or Thursday? I don't know, maybe Thursday. We talked about the Fayleen bag. We introduced it. We let Fayleen know that it was her bag and that we were naming it after her. And it is a 6x6 buddy bag. Now for those of you who tuned in on Friday, you already saw this. It holds the 6x6 paper pads and our 6x6 tab divider pockets. Stephanie says she can get 12 of her paper pads, the Stamps of Life paper pads, into the Stephanie bag. The biggest question that came up is, what's the difference? Why would I use this instead of a 6x6 paper taker or a fab file or one of those things, or a paper handler? So obviously, difference with the paper handler is it's smaller, it holds less, but it also doesn't close up, which is one of the nice things about the buddy bag, right? So this has the Velcro on all 3 sides. You can use the ear flaps or not, but so this closes up all the way, which of course the paper handler doesn't. The fab file does close up all the way. Doesn't hold quite as much. The paper taker, the nice thing about this with the paper taker, other than it's bigger, is that the paper taker is not designed to stand up on its own, the 6x6 paper taker, but you can stand this up and work out of it because the lid flips all the way back, which is a little different than the fab file. So it makes it easy to access everything that's in the Fayleen bag. It's visible, it's accessible, and it does hold more than any of those other options as well. So Fayleen will be available exclusively on the Stamps of Life website, I believe through November 15th. It will come online November 6th. If you are going to the Ontario Scrapbook Show, Ontario, California, I believe Stephanie's going to have these in her booth in Ontario, so you can watch for them there.
There's questions also if Stephanie would be selling other of your products at this show.
I'm not sure what all she's going to have. You know what? I'm going to try to call her and I'm going to ask her, because I got asked that question last week.
And then I also have another one that will Be Creative be selling your products at the expo in Ontario.
Be Creative will definitely have Totally Tiffany products. Let's see. Let me search my Stephanie here and we'll see if she's busy. She can't always pick up. She's got her own. Oh, I got to get my glasses on though to make sure I'm calling the right person. Stephanie, where are you, Stephanie? I got quite a few Stephanies. I called the wrong one and not Stephanie Bernard. There you are. Let's see if she'll pick up today, what she's doing. So I'll find out about that. But yes, Be Creative also has a lot of the Totally Tiffany products in the booth. I'm going to put my speaker on. And so they will probably also have things there, but I'm pretty sure.
When is the expo in?
Oh, friend.
Hello, Stephanie. You are live on Tuesday Live with the Tuesday Tribe. Woo woo. Hey, we have a couple questions we want to answer.
Okay.
So about the Fayleen bag at the Ontario Expo, you will have a quantity of those in your booth. Is that correct?
That is correct. We will be the only ones at the expo that will have them. Yeah.
Okay, so Fayleen exclusively in the Stamps of Life booth. And then will you have any other Totally Tiffany products with you at that show?
We will not.
Okay.
There's actually another vendor that they can support and purchase from there.
Okay, so exclusively the Fayleen bag at the Stamps of Life booth. And then what are the dates of the show? Is it this Friday, Saturday? I think that's.
So the show is Friday and Saturday. I will be there on Friday, but Fayleen will be there both days, so she can sign the packaging for you.
Yeah, so if you guys go in and get a Fayleen buddy bag,
Yes.
Fayleen will be in the booth, so ask her to sign it. That will be super fun. Okay, and then your plan then is to put them live on your website for those people who can't go to the Ontario Scrapbook Show on Sunday night, correct? Or Monday
That
morning?
is correct, the 6th.
Okay.
Yes, the night of the 6th, Sunday night.
Okay. And so if people want to get a reminder that that's live,
They need to sign up for our newsletter on our website.
Okay.
So if they go to our website, thestampsoflife.com,
okay.
and a little pop-up will come up and say, hey, do you want us to text you and send you emails? And they get a $5 coupon too if they do that.
Woo!
First time.
Sweet. Okay.
I know.
All right. So any of you who are not on Stephanie's email list, thestampsoflife.com, go there, sign up for the email list, and then you will be made aware when exciting things like the release of the Fayleen bag are going on. And you're going to get a $5 coupon if you're new for your first order. So, all right. Anything else you think?
And I see Elizabeth just asked in the chat, will there ever be one in Stamps of Life pink?
Yeah.
Well, Elizabeth, your wish is my command. We've already ordered them. It does take a while, but eventually they will be available in Stamps of Life pink.
Yay!
You heard it here first.
You heard it here first. Confirmed by Stephanie Bernard herself. TSLL pink in the Fayleen Buddy bag. So definitely, I mean, you're just going to love them. If you love Stephanie's products, if you love working in 6x6, you are absolutely going to love this bag for a number of reasons. So, all right, my friend, I just wanted to touch base and make sure I was giving out good information. Hope you're having a fabulous day.
Thank you. I hope you are too. Did you have a good Halloween? Did you do anything?
No, we just laid low. We live in an old folks area, right? There's not even any kids in our neighborhoods. We didn't even have any trick-or-treaters. How about you guys?
Oh my goodness. My baby's dressed up as little pumpkins. I will send you some photos.
Yes, send some photos. I would love to see it. I'd love to. All right.
Okay,
Give my best to Ken. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, Steph.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. We've got the full scoop on that now.
I'm excited about the pink.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be so fun. Stephanie gets to do such fun stuff. I love the pink. Okay. So one of the questions I was asked was about the Biggs dies, which are 5.5 by 6. And I don't have a solution for those. That came up, I think, when I did the little impromptu. And right now, I just don't have a good solution for those. But I did put that sizing down. I think there's might be some good options for that. You know, this box, I don't know. I don't know how thick they are, but this is this is 12 by 6, but it's only 2 inches wide. So it would store some, but not a lot. So for those of you who are looking for big storage, I've got it on my list. We'll see if I can't noodle something out on that for all of you. Terry Wiegand says, question, update on the film of the magnets, please. Some of my 5x7s don't seem to have it, yet I keep scratching to make sure. They are eliminating, or we are eliminating the clear plastic coating. So originally, the magnets didn't have the clear plastic coating. New factory put the clear plastic coating on that you had to pull off your magnets. They were on they were a different kind of fabric. The material was a little bit different. We should be back now to original magnets, lay flat, no pull off film. So it may take a while to work through the stock that's in, but the film will be going away or may be gone already, depending on kind of where we are in the process of shipment. So sorry, Terry, I don't have a conclusive, like they're definitely gone now, but I know that that is on its way out. Michelle Ortega says, on Stamps of Life, it says the scrap rack is retiring soon. Please tell me that is not true. I have so many bases and I'm always expanding. It is truly the best product ever. I think on Stephanie's website that what is retiring is the bundle that she has on there. So she has a special purchase bundle that includes the base unit, some pages and dividers, a bunch of components. And I think that bundle of product is what is retiring. So she may have it at a special price. I should ask her. We had her on the phone. But it's not, it isn't specifically... It's specifically that bundle on her website is retiring off her site. Okay, let's see. Beth Jean says, what is the thickness of the Fayleen buddy bag? I have my measuring tape. I'm pretty sure it's 4 inches. But yes, 4 inches. So it's 4 inches across here. It is 7 inches wide, and it is, so the bag actually has the higher top. So if you have things that are sticking up, you've got that little bit of extra room there, but to the top of the inner bag is 7 also. So 7 by 7 by 4. I probably could have just looked right here on the packaging. 7 by 7 by 4. We've got that Fayleen buddy bag. All right. Kathy Ormsby says, okay, I need your help. I have all the monthly purple boxes from Crafter's Companion and running out of room, so I have to condense these boxes into some kind of monthly folders or something. You know, I think that I might have one right here too. I think that either the Scrap Master or, so this is a Crafter's Companion. It has a DVD. It has dies, stamps, paper, and this little magazine. And it is all in, this is a project planner page, right? So it's a scrap rack page. It fits in the scrap rack binders. It also fits on your scrap rack, but it fits. So this is a project planner binder. These were just on sale. You may have picked them up on the sale. But the Scrap Master will probably do the same thing and maybe hold more. So I would go with the Scrap Master or with the project planner page for the scrap rack. Either one of those is probably going to work really well. The project planner page has a big 12 by 12 pocket in the middle. So there's lots of space for paper, embellishments, and all those kind of things because they gusset out. So if you're looking for a binder solution, I would look at the scrap rack project planner page or the Scrap Master storage. And you don't necessarily have to put them in a binder. The plastic that they're made out of is substantial, so you could stand them up and label them down the side if you wanted to sort of create a library on a shelf. In that case, the Scrap Master is better because the outside of it is flat. So with the project planner pages, all the pockets are on the outside because it's just one double-sided page. But with the Scrap Master, the outside pockets are left. Well, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So this is the Scrap Master, right? So the outside, front, and back are flat, which makes it easy to slide these on and off the shelf. And then the inside, you're going to have those gusseted pockets on the inside as well. So you can put all your paper and all your scraps and embellishments in there, but when you close it up and slide it onto the shelf, it's flat. So that, you know, I don't know. I hope this is making sense. So see how these pockets are. So if you try to slide them together, you're going to get hung up on each other. So you want to slide it on the shelf like a file. I would go with the Scrap Master. If you're putting it in a binder, then you can use the project planner page.
I've got a bunch of questions.
Okay, bring it on, Susie. What do you got?
Okay, hang on. Let me go back from been taking screenshots. Okay, question. Let's see. Will the Fayleen work for the Biggs dies?
Possibly. The big dies are 5.5 by 6. It's 7 by 7 by 4. So I just think you're going to have a lot of wasted space in there. I don't know how fat the bigs are. If they're the ones are those the ones that are set in the plastic base, kind of the old style of dies, or are they just bigger dies, like thin dies? So if someone can answer that for me, that would help.
And then I have one that's, other than paper pads, what else do you see working in Fayleen?
Well, Fayleen works with the 6x6 tab divider pockets, which means you can use the 5x7 magnets in those pockets. So it's going to be a great place to store dies and stamp sets that are 6x6. So it's going to be great for that. I think it's also going to be a great project pack for card making in that 6x6 dimension, right? So if you have your dies, your stamps, your paper, your card blanks, your inks, your chalk, your pen, everything that you are working on for a series of cards, Christmas comes to mind because it's right around the corner. It will make a great little project pack, I think, for keeping all those things together. I also think that if you are someone who likes to make 6x6 cards, big square cards, because it's 7x7, it's also going to fit the envelopes that go with 6x6 cards. So it's going to be a great place to store and organize cards that you have already made. And then, of course, as always, once people get it in their hot little hands, we get a lot of feedback from people saying, oh, I did this with it, or I used it for that. So looking forward to hearing that as well. I have not had it I've not had it long enough. And I actually only have 2 of them. I have one in the package and I have the one that I have Stephanie's paper pads in. So I haven't even had a chance yet to kind of play with it myself. So I will keep you in the loop on what I come up with, but hopefully you guys, once you get them, you'll share those ideas as well.
Barbara says the bigs are about 1/2 inch thick.
Yeah. So Barbara Carlson's saying the bigs are about 1/2 inch thick, which means you'd only get 8 of them in the Fayleen bag. I don't know how many people have, or if something you have a lot of, maybe 8 is plenty. You could label it on the side. I mean, so if you've got those 8 dies in there and you have it labeled on the side, and then of course it's easy to pull off and on the shelf, but you're going to lose a lot. I mean, it's 7, I don't know, that they're 6 inches tall, but yeah, I mean, I don't know what you're using now. So maybe it's a better option than what you're using now, but it's not really maximal storage.
Eugene Barbara is asking, is there a buddy bag that fits the Gemini Mini?
I think the MIDI or Mini?
Mini.
I think it fits.
No, MIDI. You're right.
No, I don't think so. We tried to stuff it into a Kirsten bag, I think. I have my MIDI in the number 6 slide stash and store, right? And I've got my plates in there with it, and I've got my instruction book in it, but the handle on it, so this one is the whole thing is probably 11 inches long when you go handle to, all the way across. And so there's nothing in the buddy bag world that's however, I wonder if it would fit in the new tool bags that are coming out. The tool boxes, it might, maybe that's what we tried to cram it into last time, although it might be too tall. Okay, I'm going to dip off camera, but I'm going to keep talking as I do this because I'm going to see if I have those the new toolboxes handy, and we will try it out in the new toolbox and see if it would fit in there. No, they're too small. I'm looking at it right now saying, oh no, there's 1, 2. There's a third one. Okay. I don't think so. I'm going to grab them and we'll try it, but we'll test it out. So these are, I think, releasing, let's see. Oh, is it going to be too big for this? Yeah, it's too big, but maybe we'll do one size up that fits the MIDI. I mean, I'm sure that Gemini makes a bag that fits the MIDI. And I know there's another comment here or another question here about clearness. And I know that's why you all love the Totally Tiffany stuff, because it is clear. You can see exactly what's in that bag. And a lot of those padded bags are good because the padding helps protect your equipment, but it's nice also to be able to see. So it's kind of a trade-off of what goes where. But yeah, I don't know. I'll bring that up. Okay. All right. What else have you got, Suze?
Tammy Keys Trestle says, I know I missed this part. Can we order Fayleen at Stamp for Life on Sunday?
Yes, the Fayleen. So Tammy's asking about when you can order the Fayleen bag. You can order Fayleen from the stampsoflife.com Sunday. I don't know if it'll be first thing Sunday morning or late in the day Sunday. But if you go to Stamps of Life right now, sign up to be on their email list, then you will get an announcement when that product is live. It sounds like Stephanie's going to send that out. So also, if you follow them on Facebook, I'm sure it'll go up on Facebook too when it's live and when it's available. But yeah, definitely, she's gonna be the first one to have it, and she'll have it through the 15th, I think. And she's eventually going to have it in pink. So for those of you who like this Stephanie pink, I've got a few pieces of her pink stuff up here. It will come out in pink. It'll probably take somewhere 3 or 4 months, but she'll have it.
All right. Mish W is asking, will the pop and store ever come in clear vinyl? I've learned through the many challenges that if I cannot see it, I won't use it.
Currently, the pack and pop is what she's asking about. Will it come in clear vinyl? And as of right now, there is no plan for that. My only suggestion is to do what I've done and label the front. So I just took repositionable vinyl and stuck it on there and wrote on it. So that would be my only suggestion for the time being. It is not planned out in any other colors at this point.
Are the 12 by 12 paper handlers available as a bundle?
Are the 12 by 12 paper handlers available as a bundle? They always have been. I don't know if they are in this exact moment. I think scrapbook.com, I know Stephanie, the Stamps of Life, carried them as a bundle as well. So I would check those 2 websites to see if they have them, if we don't have them on ours. But
okay, and then we have a question on, I believe they're trying to say how many spinders will fit in the craft binder.
How many spinders will fit in the craft binder? The canvas craft binder will hold up to 3 spinders, and that totally depends on how fully loaded your spinders are. So if your spinders aren't really fat, then you're going to get up to 3. But if your spinders are pretty loaded, you're going to get 1 or 2. Again, all of us load our spinders differently, and some people have, dozens of pages on their spinder, and some people have a dozen pages on their spinder. So that's going to determine how many will actually fit. But you can, lightly loaded spinders, you can put 3 spinders in that binder max.
Okay, let's see. We got more.
All right.
What is the difference between the 9 by 11 rotating design board and the one that's showing as new?
Oh, that's such a crazy question. I just talked. The new 9 by 11 rotating design board is made out of plastic, so it is a much lighter weight. I don't even have one yet. That's how new they are. I talked to James this morning. He's sending them over so that I'll actually have them to play with them. But yeah, they will be, they are lighter weight, which was something that all of you all requested. Like, we love the heaviness of them because it feels substantial, but it's hard to pack around. So yeah, that is the difference. But I don't have one to show you, but that is what's going on. So
okay, let's see. We have one. What storage would you suggest for a large 5x5 and 8x5 spell binders, embossing folders?
say that again.
I'm trying to keep them all together, but I have. What storage would you suggest for the large 5x5 and 5.5 and by 8.5? So 5.5 by 8.5. Spell binders, embossing folders.
Large spell binders, embossing folders, 5.5 by 8.5. I'm going to say probably the best option is going to be 5.5 by 8.5. 5.5 by 8.5. Probably the 8 by 8. I don't know how many you have. I guess the 8 by 8 fab file, it would probably be a good option. You could stand them up in the 8 by 8 fab file. I was thinking they might fit in the new slimline storage, but that's only 9x4. So that's not going to work. This is going to be too small. Yeah, probably. Or you could go 2 of them side by side in anything that was like 8.5 by 11, right? So like the 8.5 by 11 paper taker, the 8.5 by 11 fab file, and then you could stand them up next to each other. If they're 5.5, they're going to fit, of course, because our 8.5 by 11 is slightly bigger than 11. So I would say the 8.5 by 11 fab file is going to work. The 8.5 by 11 paper taker, if you have a lot of them, you're going to be able to make 2 stacks of them inside of that.
Now somebody asking, could a clear pocket be added to the front of the pack and pop? I don't do Cricut and it would be useful.
You could add your own clear pocket, actually. Like if you just get online at Amazon and just type in clear, I bet I have some from scrapbooking, but clear label pocket. They do make self-adhesive label pockets that are just a basic office supply. So it would give you like a business card size pocket that you could put on the front of it. And then you could put whatever you label that you want in there.
And even if you don't do Cricut, you can just get them.
Yeah, even if you don't do Cricut, you can just buy a roll of colored vinyl that matches your room or space, and then put that on, I mean, just to make it like more pretty to match color wise, and then just write on it. I mean, because they come in all different colors or whatever. I also think that, so this one's been on here for days and it's super sticky on there. So this is the repositionable vinyl, self-adhesive repositionable vinyl. And so it'd be easy to peel it off if you change it. And I also think I wrote on here with the Sharpie, and usually, I haven't actually tested on vinyl, but usually you can clean this off with rubbing alcohol. So if you decide to change what's in there, you could do that. But you could easily add a self-adhesive clear pocket from that you just buy at the office supply store on Amazon.
Okay. Will a full Ditto bag and a fairly full craft and carry fit in a Lotus bag?
No. She's asking, will my craft and carry workstation that's loaded and my Ditto bag that's loaded both fit together in a Lois or a Cindy tote? And no, I think the fully loaded craft and carry workstation is about 7 inches deep, and a fully loaded Ditto bag is probably also, is it 7? Probably also about 7 inches deep, and the interior of that is only 10 inches wide. So you can carry your Ditto fully loaded and your craft and carry workstation partially loaded or condensed down, but I don't think you can put them both in at the same time. You got to have 2 totes, I guess.
And I have Marshall, I Love Paper Too, said she just ordered a bundle of 12 by 12 paper handlers last week.
On the website. So Marshall is saying yes, that she just ordered a bundle of 12 by 12 paper handlers on the website. So they are still available. If you're looking on the Crafter's Companion website, it's a little bit harder to find the Totally Tiffany stuff. I mean, the way that it's organized there. But if you go to the Totally Tiffany website, just type in paper handlers, it'll probably pull them all up, or you can hit the drop down and click on the paper handler page.
Okay, and Patty Abbott Bird is asking, will the original rotating design board still be sold? Not sure if the plastic will be strong enough to hold our Gemini machines. If not, then we need the round Lazy Susans to buy. I know I can buy one on Amazon, but I want a white one to match my other storage.
So I do know that the U.S. warehouse still has and is still buying the wooden version, the heavy version of the rotating design board. So if you find the rotating design board on the Stamps of Life, Joann's, Michael's, any of those websites, scrapbook.com, those are all coming out of the US. And so those are going to be the heavy duty wooden rotating design boards. So if you're looking for that, those will still be available at least for a while. I mean, I would say at least a year before they would switch over, because they do have stock of that right now. So it's going to look for Stamps of Life. I don't know if Stephanie has it on her website, but Stamps of Life, scrapbook.com, Joann.com, anywhere like that, they all are stocking out of the U.S. warehouse. So they're all going to be the wooden rotating design board. All right.
Let's see. I've got one. Rosalind Russell said, my question disappeared. Will the new bags hang on the hang and hold bars?
No. I'm assuming you're talking about the pack and pop. Will it hang on the hang and hold? Well, I shouldn't say no. Yeah, if you put a hook on your hang and hold, you could hook it through maybe the zipper and it would hang that way, but there are no hooks on the pack and pop that will hang on the hang and hold bar.
All right. Debbie Hawkshurst is asking for a good way to store Stephanie's new stencils.
Which size stencils are they? That's more, if they're 9x6, like for Slimline, then they're going to fit perfectly in the Slimline storage, which I believe Stephanie carries on her website as well. So if it's a Slimline style stencil, that's probably your best bet. And then use the pockets that go with that, or the 9x4s, I guess, for Slimline. There's pockets that are going to work for those as well. So I would imagine that's kind of a hot item right now, that's the dimension that we're talking about.
All right. And Allison Jacobs is asking, will the rotating design boards on HSN also be the wooden ones?
Yes. Well, shoot, I'm assuming so. If they're on HSN right now, yes, they are the wooden boards. The wooden boards start with a SKU RCCLD. So is the beginning of that SKU. The new ones start with a SKU that is TT-DM or something. So if it starts with RCCLD, that's the old one. I know all the old SKUs. I don't know many of the new SKUs. Question, what is the Leanne bag useful for? Because Numpty Me ordered 3 in the sale and I can't remember why. The Leanne Buddy bag is used for everything. It is sort of the catch-all bag for everything big and bulky that doesn't fit in another buddy bag. So, and it's great for heavy stuff. It'll hold your things like big oversized tools, oversized punches, that type of thing. Also, if you're a Stampin' Up, if you use Stampin' Up, which if you do, that may be why you ordered 3 of them. This is the Leanne Buddy bag with Stampin' Up ink pads in it, and it'll hold the older ones and the newer ones both. So if you like Stampin' Up, this may be the reason that you ordered it. But she's just a big gal. She's going to hold all kinds of things, and because she's got that heavier duty interior box, she is going to work really well for any of those kind of heavy things. But while we're on that, I want to talk about, this is the Stephanie Buddy bag. And one of the things that was offered at the sale were these new ink pads that are this shape, right? They're, I don't know, teardrop.
Just to confuse you more.
Right. So these are the shimmer inks, which are really pretty. But when I added so with the Stephanie bag, you get your little ink stickers, right, that go on the outside of your ink pads. And because of the way these are split, I was like, how am I going to, so here's the one I put on, the blue one first. I put the whole thing, I inked it up and put the whole thing on there. And then when I stacked on top of it, I could barely see it. And I thought, how am I going to get a better visual on that? Okay, if I put it on the bottom of the ink pad and on the top, then I'm going to see more of that color. And so I stuck it on there and I thought, I'm so brilliant. I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to stick it on the bottom and then I'm going to use my X-Acto knife and cut it. It's going to be neat and tidy. That didn't work. It's all messy. So what I did was I inked up all my labels, and then before I put them actually on the ink pad, I just cut them down the center. No glasses on, never a good idea. Right, I don't do well with black. That's right. So then I cut them, and then I put one on the bottom and one on the top, and that made them more visual. The problem is I did that thinking, oh, this is the best side to put them on, but this is the heavy side. So what happened was, I'm being careful not to do it now because I know it's going to happen, but when I put them in there and I pulled them out because that's the heavy side. The ink pads dumped out all over my workspace, right? So then I thought, oh, I should label them on the lighter side. So the weight is toward the back of the box. So if you bought these, put the labels on this part, right? Not on the front, but on this part, and then put them in the box, the bigger side, the weightier side toward the back, so that you will have, so that they won't dump out every time. Yeah. So they won't dump out every time you pull them out of the box. There's my tip for you if you bought the shimmer inks, or maybe you already have the shimmer inks from another purchase, but label the skinny side, like looks like the tail of the comet or the teardrop or whatever. I know I talked a little bit about that also on Friday.
I've got a question for you. Jeffrey Langley wants to know, would you ever consider designing something like clear shoe boxes, 8.5 wide by 6.5 high by 12 inches long, that I could use on bookshelves, strong enough to hold 40 to 60 dies in their packages and embossing folder? Currently using boxes products come in.
Boy, a big clear box for dies. I think that exists, not in my line, but I know a lot of people use refrigerator bins. Now there's no lid for those, and that may be the difference, right? Like if you want this big long box, right?
Yeah.
But there's no lid for it. And so I don't know. I'll put it on the list. I always consider everything, right? You guys are the ones with the problems, and my job is to solve those. So I'll definitely add it to the powers that be, and we'll see what we come up with. So perfect. All right. Deborah Lecky says, what is the best bag for close to my heart ink pads? Close to my heart ink pads fit great in the Barbara Buddy bag. That's what it was designed for. Let me see. Well, the newer magnetic ones were designed to go in the Barbara. These are the older, smaller ones. Oh, there she is. Come on, Barbara. So this is the Barbara Buddy bag. Barbara has 2 boxes. You can see the separation there between them. So you can, again, use them whichever way you want, or you can stand them up whichever way you want to access your ink pads, and then you can store them standing up and flat. So that is Barbara, and she will hold 10 close to my heart ink pads, the magnetic size, which I believe is kind of like what they call their family of inks, if I remember correctly. So Barbara is your girl for the newer ones. This is Irene for the older, smaller ones. Shirley Mott says, what is Tiffany's favorite, most used buddy bag? Oh, my favorite, most used buddy bag. I think if you were lumping the totes in, like the Lois tote or the Cindy tote, those would probably be definitely the most used favorite bags, just because they hold all the other bags. If we're talking about just your basic clear buddy bag, boy, that's a tough one. It's probably going to be the Stephanie, though, because I do a lot of painting stuff. As you know, we have a craft club. And so the Stephanie works really well, not only for inks, but for paints. And the other thing about, so this is what it all comes down to for me, how pretty can that be, is how neat and tidy everything stays in the Stephanie bag, right? Like, so if you're talking about ink pads or paint or whatever, it's super visual and it's super accessible, kind of maximizes out, right, the whole, like I can see it and I can get to it. So even with the paints, I'm going to just open up the bag, and then I'm going to have easy access to grabbing out whatever I need quickly and easily. So probably the Stephanie for those reasons. But boy, that's like asking a mother who her favorite child is, right? So I guess it kind of depends. And I love the storage and supply cases. I love them. also. So if those are in the mix, then that's going to add a whole nother level. But for your basic buddy bag, I'm going to probably say the Stephanie buddy bag because of the functionality of it. And then, of course, we're releasing a new buddy bag also the end of the month, which is going to be on Shop and Show. So you definitely want to tune in because there's going to be a brand new buddy bag released on Shop and Show on the 19th. So definitely get on board with that if you want to see what's new and exciting there.
Barbara Carlson says it's funny the Barbara bag was designed for something she doesn't own.
Oh,
She uses it for her Sharpies.
yes, Barbara Carlson doesn't use close to my heart, and but she does use her Barbara bag as I do. Barbara and I are both Sharpie junkies, and I didn't know they fit in there. Actually, Barbara said, "Oh, I love that bag for my Sharpies," and I was like, "Oh, I love Sharpies too." So, Barbara buddy bag also great for Sharpies.
Okay, Terry Wiegand wants to know if there's an update on the film on the Meg.
Oh, I already answered that.
Oh, okay.
I did,
Sorry.
yeah, I got that one. I got that one.
That was a new one.
That was posted on the website too.
Oh, okay. Well, she
Yeah.
just posted it again.
So she might not have heard.
Oh.
So if you're just tuning in, Terry, or tuned in after, that was the first question I answered. The new magnets will not have the film. So as we work through the old stock, and it's not even all the magnets. So originally the 5x7, the magnets never had film on them. And we had a new factory who put the film on them. Well, that was not expected. And then we had to tell everybody, take your film off. We're back to all the magnets, same factory, no film, but there may be some transition. So if you see that, like the top of your magnet looks like it's kind of buckling up or kind of cloudy, it's because it has that film on it. So pull it off. It'll be shiny and white again. All right. Close to my heart ink pads, we got that. Oh, Danelle Pedraza says, "Oh, I remembered my question. How do you store your unused scrap rack pages? I have so many because I'm organizing, but they're everywhere." I just store them in a one of our 12x12 binders, the clear plastic binder, and I just separate them. Here's the problem with them is, right, they all look the same. So if you don't have something separating them, you pick up one that you think is a double and it's a quad, or vice versa. So I just put them all in a notebook in one of the 12x12 plastic zipper notebooks, and I have them from from I think the smaller pockets on the top down to the bigger pockets on the bottom, just for see-through, but they're just grouped together by pocket size. And I put a little sticky note on the edge so I know which one, like where each thing is. But yeah, if you don't keep them in a notebook or something, they are a slippery mess everywhere. So that is how I do it, and it works pretty well. And I also keep my extra dividers in the same notebook. So everything's kind of there together as I'm organizing or reorganizing. Let's see. I think I got all those. Do you have anything left in your? Oh, I need to remind you, the only way that you can win our $25 gift card giveaway every week is by commenting. So make sure, if you don't have a question, tell us what your favorite Totally Tiffany product is. Tell us where you're from, how long you've been following, anything like that. But if you don't get your name into the feed, your name can't get into the drawing. So don't miss out on doing that. Rhonda Bedsall, question. Album for cart uses. I have 2 and not using them very well in my small space. Album for cart uses. Maybe she means ideas for cart uses. I have 2 of them and not using them very well in a small space. Boy, it depends which cart you have. So there's you know what? Here's where I'm going to send you. I'm going to send you to Creative Scrapbooker Magazine. If you have it, if not, go online and look this up. Is it spring of 2022? Sorry, I think my face is probably off camera here. I'm trying to remember there's an article about like 10 ways to use your carts. Let's see. Oh yeah, page 52. Craft room carts. So in the, ta-da. So these are all different. These are different kinds of carts, but the same with the Totally Tiffany cart. So this is the spring of 2022 issue of Creative Scrapbooker magazine. Cover looks like this. You can probably pop online and find it, but this is going to give you a bunch of different ways to sort, store, organize products, and use your carts. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's probably 10. I wouldn't do something that's just 9, but they're just multiple pictures. But boy, they're great for everything. So depending, I'm assuming you have the craft cart and not the paper cart, because the paper cart is for paper. So that's an easy one. All right. Anything else, Suze?
I don't think so.
Let's see. Cami Trussell says, I purchased the Slimline bundles. One of the cases came with only one side of the tabs. I'm not 100% sure what that means. But if it's maybe it's missing half the pockets or something, just email customer service at totally-tiffany.com. and Leanne will get you sorted out. So send her a picture. Sometimes that's helpful, or give her the details. And always when you're emailing Leanne with a question or a need for something, the more information you give her. So if you have your order number, where you bought it, what it is, a picture, your contact information, what you want the resolution to be. Like, oh, I didn't get all the pockets for this. I'm wondering if I can get the rest of the pockets. Then she knows exactly what to do to solve that problem for you, and she will get on it right away. So if you're sending her information, give her more info than you think she needs, and she will be able to help you even more quickly, because she won't have to come back and ask you.
Give the name of the magazine again.
Creative Scrapbooker magazine. If you don't subscribe, you should. It's a lovely, lovely magazine with beautiful, thick pages, and it smells good. I don't know. I love magazines, and it's sad that there's not as many as there used to be. I know Susie's like, yeah, me too. So it's a quarterly magazine, but they do a beautiful job. So definitely.
Okay, Caroline, back to the paper cart. Caroline Hanley says, didn't Tiffany do a video live too, where she showed how to fill the carts for Michael's?
Yes, Caroline Hanley, good remembering. I did do an online class for Michael's showing different uses, how to use the carts. And so if the carts that you have are the ones that have the 3 trays that you can purchase at Michael's with kind of the rounded corners, there is a video somewhere, and it might be on michaels.com in their classroom thing. I think it was Craft Cart Organization 101 or something, and that might help as well. Good job, Caroline.
And Vicki Ford's asking, what's the name of the black sack bags with the zippers, please? I think you're popping.
Oh, the Pop and Pack. Pack and Pop.
Pack.
Pack and Pop. Ta-da. And what's unique about these is that they have this interior, like you can get a similar bag, but the difference is with this bag is that it has this, it's called pick and pluck foam. And you can see I have picked and plucked. I'm going to stuff this back in there. It's like a magic trick now, right? So when you get it, get in there, you piece of foam. Oop. So when you get your bag, it's going to have a foam cube that looks like a solid cube of foam inside it. And that cube is split up into, it has these like little 3/4 cuts in it that are cubes. And you can just reach in there and pluck out whatever cube you want. Let's see, I'm going to pluck another one live plucking. What? That's so weird. Okay. All right. So you pluck out, and that is kind of the unique thing about our Pop and Pack and why my Cricut tools are all standing up independently and really easy to grab, is because of this little cube on the inside. And when you put it back in there, whether it's a pair of scissors or paintbrushes or whatever it is, you can pick and pluck the right holes for exactly the materials or the tools that you want to store in there. So that is what makes the pick and pluck, the Pop and Pack with the pick and pluck foam, kind of the unique thing that it is.
Jenny Gregg wants to know which bag fits Tim Holtz Ranger Distress ink pads.
Wow. At the risk of letting the cat out of the bag early. For those of you who are Tuesday Tribe, you just get the scoop earlier than everybody else, I guess. The brand new bag that's coming out, that's going to be released on Shop and Show, is designed to hold Tim Holtz Distress inks. So, yeah, I might have snuck it out also previously, but that is what is coming, and it will be available on Shop and Show. I did put up a link for. I did send Leanne a link, so I'm sure she'll pop that up. But it's Shop and ampersand Show, Paper Wizard, The Paper Wizard on Facebook. Eric and Bonnie, they are the ones who set the whole Shop and Show thing up. So follow them, get on the Shop and Show email list, and then it will be available. And that is going to be through Be Creative. And Be Creative carries a lot of the Totally Tiffany products in their booths at the trade shows. I don't know if there is a trade show the weekend after that. I think Shop and Show is a Thursday maybe. But if you are going to a Scrapbook Expo where Be Creative, it has a booth, she carries a lot of the Totally Tiffany products in her booth. And we'll try to get a show schedule up on our social media. So that you know if you're going to a show that she's going to be there, but she does carry a lot of the Totally Tiffany products. But it's coming sooner than later, right? We're just 18 days from the release of that. So hang on. And it will only be available in the US through US retailers. I think Be Creative probably has an exclusive on it for the first 2 weeks or 10 days of release, and then it'll be available at the other retailers as well. But you can get it at Be Creative, and we'll get links up to that also when it happens. But yes, it's coming. All right. Anything else, Suze?
I think we're pretty good.
I'm going to take a quick
all the
look
big
here.
ones, yeah.
Sheila Scott, where I keep my dies is a pantry with 24-inch deep shelves. How would you connect the slide stash and store to get both out at the same time? I would just use a binder clip. Oh, super simple. So just binder clip them together the way that we binder clip the 4-drawer. So see, I just put 2 binder clips on this. The new 4 drawers hook together, but this is the older one. So just clip them together with binder clips. And when you pull the front one, the back, oh shoot, side session store, they're higher in the back. You would have to put them weirdly, well, you could do it one of 2 ways. So slide session store, they're higher in the back. And in order to binder clip them together, you have to have the 2 heights that are the same together. So if you put them on your 24-inch deep shelf this way and binder clip them, this is a little binder clip. I would use a big one, a big heavy duty one. Then when you pull the front, it's gonna pull along the back, or you could do it this way and then put your label, which might work nicely because if you, and again, pull them out. If you have the label on this side, then if you have the tall side up, then you can label sort of the 2 boxes together, box 1, box 2, what is in each one of them. And if you have a bigger binder clip, that's going to be wider, then it's going to be a little bit more, this is a little guy, so he's a little bit unstable. I'm just going to put 2 on there. Now you got me going, right? How to. So these are the 2. The nice thing about the little ones is they're not so fat, right? So maybe you do want to do, oh, that works great. Maybe you do want to do the smallest ones and then just use 2 on each. But I would clip them together just back to back or front to front, and that would probably work perfectly. All right. How many distressed inks will fit in the new bag? Shh, you know what? I can't stand it. Should I show it to everyone? I think I should.
I just want you to know that Kathy Walcott said, miss the Totally Tiffany booth at our local craft expo in Novi.
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 I
Come
know.
back soon.
I know. That was
You're missed.
that was one of my favorite shows to do. For those of you who have been to the Novi show, you know the gals that put that show on. They do an outstanding job organizing the show. They do just a great job with it, and they do a great job with their vendors. Like, you know, when you go to one of those shows as a vendor, there's a lot of stuff that happens sort of behind the scenes, and the girls that run the Novi show really just, they gave us lunch, and we had a little vendor lounge where we could get food without having to wait in line so that we could get right back to our booths. And they did all kinds of fun things for their vendors. So that was one of my favorite shows just because of how well they treated us as vendors, how important they thought we were, which was very nice. Okay, I'm going to sneak it. I can't tell you the name yet, though. So I cannot tell you. I cannot tell you the name. The name will be announced later. So you're going to get the same. You see, I've been playing with mine recently. You're going to get the same stickers, right, for labeling your inks. You got the same 4 boxes. It's going to hold 6 ink pads. I think you can get 7 in there, but it's really tight with your finger. But look how fun that I don't know. This is why I like these style of bags, because you can see everything and it can be pretty and cute. And so I just had, and then I had some of the re-inkers here. I just kind of put those in there temporarily. I don't think they're going to live there, but there it is. Handle on the side. So same concept as the Stephanie bag. Oh, so do you love this? I love this. I love this. I love how pretty everything is. So, and I especially love, I don't know if you've seen Stephanie's Stephanie bags in pink, which are so cute. And she has, I think there's a picture on her website even of it, of her 2 pink bags stacked up with all the pretty colors in it. So that's it. It is going to be available through Be Creative on Shop and Show on the 19th. Oh, I'm not sure I was supposed to do that. All right. Anything else, Susie? I can't handle it. Oh, but the question is how many? 24. You're going to fit 24 to 28. You can cram 28 in there. It was designed for ease of use with 24. All right. I think that's it. I think we're wrapping up today. Winner. Here it is. Our winner today, Marilee Hines. You are the winner of our $25 gift certificate. Thanks so much for joining us today for Tuesday Live, and congratulations. To claim your prize, you need to email prizes, that's prizes with an S, at crafterscompanion.com, and let them know that you won the $25 gift certificate today. If you don't already have a Club Inspire account, please sign up for Club Inspire first, and then let them know, and they will credit your account, I believe is how that works. So you get the money dumped right into your account so you can shop away. All right, my crafty friends, thanks so much for popping in for Tuesday Live. As always, really fun to be here. This is my favorite part of the week. I will see all of you next Tuesday, which is election day. So vote. If you haven't already, be sure you have. Don't go to the polls during Tuesday Live, but plan your either vote early or vote late.
There's other hours.
There's other hours besides our hour to vote to go out and vote, but definitely do it. It's a really important part of life here in the U.S. All right, my friends, take care. I will see you all next week, election day for Tuesday Live. Ooh, maybe I'm going to try. Did you cut me off?
I don't know. I haven't.
I'm going to try and get a special deal next Tuesday. Some sort of special coupon or something because it's election day. So keep your fingers crossed on that. And yeah, another reason to tune into Tuesday Live. See, whatever the special deal is, you will hear.